Whoa, whoa, whoa. You didn't see that. Good news! It's September. That means my little August sabbatical is over, although I did not take much time off in August. If you guys didn't see, I bought a little 2003 GMC Sierra, little V6 truck, low mileage, great little truck. However, it needed a little bit more work than I was anticipating. I was hoping to kind of buy it, jump in it, drive it around for a while, and not have to spend much time or energy on it, or money on it, and all those things turned out to not be true. I put a decent amount of time, and I showed some stuff on here, like the fuel pump, or doing the paint correction, or fixing the dash, some of that stuff. And that was cool, but I actually did even more than that off camera. And what I found out is I really don't have time for another project, so I sold it. It left yesterday. I sold it to, I believe, a customs company that's going to do something with it. And I sold it in less than an hour. There's a love bug coming after me. Sorry, I sold it in less than 24 hours, which means I probably sold it too cheap. That's okay. I got out of it what I had in it, and I can sleep at night with that. So, bye-bye, little GMC Sierra. It was fun while it's lasted. Let's get back on S-Box. So where are we at with S-Box? It's been a little while, right? So we had just got done clearancing the core support for the radiator. Now there's still some things that I'm gonna do maybe later on, but at the moment we've got it clearanced and it's gonna work for now. So we still have to figure out a way to mount the radiator, but we're not there yet, and I'm not too worried about it. The engine is final mounted in place, meaning that there's no more modification of the motor mounts or transmission mount. With the Holley Blackheart transmission mount worked without an issue, did not need to be modified, so we are good on that. Yet I will say this, it does have a four-wheel drive tail shaft on it, and we do have to convert it to a two-wheel drive, which I'm going to try to do today. But I have measured, and the mounting points for this are still going to work with that transmission mount, so that's good. So yeah, what am I gonna do today? Well, I bought this little toy off of Amazon or eBay or something, and this is gonna help us level, move, rotate, do whatever we need to the engine to get it in and out of here easier. So I'm gonna get the core support back off of it and fenders back off of it, and prepare the engine hoist to see how easy it can come out. If the last time I put it in, if you guys were watching, it was kind of a pain in the butt to do by myself, and I still may have some more clearancing to do, so I'm gonna find out. Yeah, we'll find out maybe the hard way, and see if we can get it out pretty easy. If we can get it out pretty easy, then I know that I'm pretty close to being able to go ahead and start welding up the cross member and the transmission tunnel. And once that stuff is welded up, we're gonna be ready to mount the engine and trans back in there for the final time. Also, we have some accoutrement for the V10. So we have oil pump gears, possibly a camshaft, possibly a timing chain. So we're gonna do some work to this, probably outside of the truck. I'm a little nervous to put it on the engine stand because of the engine. The bolts aren't too they're not too large. So if we bolted to the engine stand, is that going to be a problem, or is it going to break those bolts off or put strain on things? I don't know. I really don't. So we'll see once we get it all out. We do know it weighs a lot of pounds. I don't remember offhand, but it's heavy. But you can go back. We have a video on it if you want to go check it out. All right, let me get this stuff off. I won't bore you with that. We'll get the cool little adjuster thing bolted up, and we will go from there. The contraption is set up, guys. It's got a chain on the front that goes through like a lock in the back. I have it, like I got one down here, and then I got the other one on the intake manifold on the other side, because if we go over there, I don't really have any room between the firewall and the cylinder head. So I went up there on the intake manifold bolt, which has a lot of engagement, surprisingly, and then on the front I'm just to the cylinder heads. But this thing, depending on which way you crank it, which I was afraid of maybe having that issue, I need to probably take that handle off and use a ratchet on it. But this has these are bearings, and it'll roll back and forth. And when you roll it back and forth, it'll help tilt the motor whichever way we need it to go. So let me pull that off. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I probably need to loosen it all up because, believe it or not, this red thing is threaded, which is kind of wild. So let me do that, and then we'll get going. Let's see how this goes. I think I need to lower the trans. Here we go. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if we rotate this guy. Oop, that didn't work. That went the wrong way. Let's try to tighten this up first. That's better. Yeah. It's getting, I like that. It's getting that tilt we need. Yes. Look at that. We're out. We're not really hitting too much either. We're not hitting much there. We are not really hitting there. So can I come straight? Well, I got the oil pan. How much we got? There we go. There's that. Oil pan's resting on the cross member. Oof. Now I need to lower it the other way. I'm stuck on the starter on this side. Wrong way. That's nice. I like that. Alright, I just moved you off to the other side. You can see the starter, which I could pull the starter off and it wouldn't make clearance a whole lot better. Don't get me wrong. But now that we can angle this thing like that, we may not have to get the things done that we need done. That's pretty good. Stuck on the belt a little bit more. But I am... Whoa, whoa, whoa! You didn't see that. I am hitting the bell a little bit. What do we got going on? Can I slide it that way? No, I can't. So let me go back some more. I think I'm gonna try to keep this whole thing in so you guys know the journey. Let's tilt it some more. So tightening it, or going right, angles it down further, which just gives us a little bit more clearance to come out. Yeah, this could work, I think. So close. There we go. Come up some more. Look at that. I'm gonna lose a washer. I'm not sure what it goes to. Oh, it goes to the, I know what it goes to. She's out. Beautiful. This thing was well worth whatever it cost, which I don't remember because it's been too long. But I think it's just an adjusting engine lift plate, maybe. Oh yeah. Now let me get it a little bit more level. We'll fight some gravity, see how this works. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, it's not cross-threaded. That's not a good idea. Try a little bit more traditional approach with just the combination wrench and see how that works. Not bad. How's it looking back there? Not bad. All right, what this thing needs, this is a piece of all thread here with a nut on, or maybe it's just a long bolt, but it needs bearings on both sides, which I don't have, but I think I can look into getting some, which would be very nice. And that would make this work a whole lot better, not dig into any metal. We can probably use the impact on it if we needed to. I could also weld these nuts together so it doesn't move. Just tack them. There we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. Push this thing over carefully. Monstrosity. Let's see how hard this whole tail shaft conversion thing's gonna be and how it's gonna play out. That is broken. I don't know what it is, but it's broken. But in theory, we just have to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 millimeter bolts out. 2 of them are underneath. You can't quite see, but I can show you. You know, they're gonna be right here. And this is supposed to basically pull off. I think there's a washer and a lever that can stay, and I have to make sure I put the washer and everything on the right direction. So I'm gonna have to be real careful when I'm pulling it off, because I think it goes in here or in here. I'm not sure yet. So these are 11 millimeter bolts. So let me get the cranking them off, and let's see what it looks like with it off. There's no room in this thing on the bottom. We got it though. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, there's 7 of them. Does not want to come off. Let me get a little dead blow. I'm gonna pull this sensor out. I'm not sure what it does, just in case. Oh, there it goes. It's kind of like a press fit. Uh-oh. There we go. There's the washer that I was talking about. And then there's more on here, which is like a roller bearing. Here is the lever that's supposed to stay. So this goes like that. Nice. All right. Well, I don't know how to get that to stay in place other than that. Maybe a little grease. Well, I'm in a little bit of a pickle, and I would like to solve this issue, but it's not going to happen today. When I pulled the housing off over here, the gasket ripped, unfortunately. And I'm looking online, and a lot of the gaskets kind of just fit over this, I'm not sure what you would call it, drum or whatever else. And that's fine and dandy, but the problem is this must be an original one, and it's behind this piece. This is some kind of plate. I don't know exactly what it does, but it has to do with the overdrive. And I pulled it out a little bit ago, and it just kind of comes out. And I noticed that it looks like this gasket is done, this O-ring. So I need to figure out if I need to order one of those. So that's the first part. And then the second part is the gasket, like I said. Now I loosened up some of these bolts, but then when I pry on it, it makes transmission noises. So I don't know how comfortable I would be on removing this guy, because I have no idea what is behind it, what holds it in place. Is there a snap ring? What else is going on? So I'm going to try to do my best to get this gasket out of here, maybe with the razor blade, because the replacement ones they're cut out for this. And I can get one of these gaskets tomorrow, but I cannot get that O-ring tomorrow. And I'm not sure what to do. Yeah, they even have a cutout for this, and it looks like if we look back here, it's behind that little piece as well. I'm afraid to do a whole bunch more than where I'm at now. I've already got these bolts loose, but there's definitely like some kind of pressure on here because it's not wanting to move at all, right? I would have liked to have gotten a lot more done today, but I gotta wait on parts. And plus it's my nephew's football game, so I gotta shut it down anyway. But hey, at least we know that we can get the motor and trans in and out now of the S-Box without having to make any more cuts or anything. I do think I need to lengthen the cut on the trans tunnel just a hair, but this little spiffy cheap tool did the job. It's not the best in the world, and I think I'm going to get some bearings to put on both sides of this to make it a little bit better. And then I will probably tack weld these nuts together so we can use a impact to help move it quicker. But hey, it did the job. So I've got to get a seal for, I think, what it's called, the overdrive drum, maybe? I think that might be what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. We definitely got to get a gasket, and like I said, I've looked at the pictures on the gasket, and they have the cutout for that whatever circular thing is. I'm not a transmission expert, so I don't know. But at least we're back working on S-Box. I should be able to make a pretty decent amount of headway here soon. We do have some other parts for it as well. So I think in the next video, while I'm tracking down parts, what we'll do is we'll pull apart the front end here and see what we're working with, because we may have to order some parts and stuff for that as well. Figure out how to get the balancer off, get all the water pump, the timing chain cover and stuff off, and kind of see what we're working at. So I'll probably do that over the weekend. Then when it comes to putting the transmission back together, I will probably recycle some of the footage from this video so we can do it all in one video, which is taking the four-wheel drive tail shaft off and installing the two-wheel drive tail shaft all in one video, so they're not broken up like this. But can't do it unless I get those parts, and I don't want to throw it back together and just pray that it works. So that's it. We're done. I'm going to shut it down. Like I said, I'm going to go check out my nephew's football game. He's on A team, and we are really proud of him, so that's great. If you're new to the channel, we got all kinds of fun stuff we're working on. all the time. V10 Dakotas, LS swap Dakotas. There's some over there that you're not supposed to pay attention to. Typhoons, Novas, Bel Airs, Corvettes. Another legendary American supercar that you guys haven't seen yet. We actually have one of those too, and eventually you will. We have a lot, is what I'm saying. We have a whole lot of stuff that we're working on, and we would love for you guys to come hang out with us. So please consider subscribing. Other than that, you can check us out at The Racer X Garage on Instagram and Facebook. And I'll see y'all next time. Until next time, you know the deal. Y'all be good.